you once, I'll tell you twice. And I'm real discreet, a thief in the night, yeah. If I call you once, I know it's crazy, I know it's crazy. I know it's fire, I'll tell you once, I'll tell you twice. And I'm real discreet, a thief in the night, thief in the night, yeah. If I call you once, I know it's crazy, I know it's crazy. I know it's fire, I'll tell you once, I'll tell you twice.
All right, top of the morning, man. Yeah, YouTube, what's the big old deal, man? It's our favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. We back at it. Let me just say this, man. Before we get into the content, man, everybody want to be the leader. Everybody want to be the man. Just because you loud don't make you the man. It don't make you solid. It just mean that you just loud. You know what I'm saying? It take a lot to be a leader, man. A lot of people don't realize that we're self-destruction right now. We're self-crashing out. And the internet ain't really did nothing to nobody. When I think about it, it's us. It's this race to be the best. It's the race to get the notoriety. It's this race to show everybody, oh, I'm this, that, and the third. But it's consequences behind your actions. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to say this because, we was all taught to respect our elders, right? But it was this, it was this underlying code, man. It was just like, you defend the weak and protect the dead, So right now we got more OGs, man. I'm talking about we done had every OG from all over the streets, man, time in on Spider Loc. Now it's been coming back that a lot of people was trying to say it's a 50-50. It's possible he could have been like that. And it's a lot of people saying what he did in his last days with his private life ain't nobody's business. Nobody else put it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? In that type of language, So, I think the way he addressed it was ruthless, right? Just because you telling the truth don't mean that you ain't telling the lie. You see what I'm saying? Because your facts ain't straight. So we got OG Cutes, man. One of them dudes, that's been, pushing this crip agenda since the 70s. I myself may have had a bad taste in Q's mouth myself, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, we got to grow. We got to learn. We men. You see what I'm saying? You're not a man if you can't stand up and accept, other people's opinion upon you if you want to hear it. That's why I tell people, get money. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have money, you don't have to be in rooms you don't want to be in. But this Spider Loc situation have got out of control. BJ Bounty Hunter was man, he was baffled how Spider Loc relayed this alleged story. Homie, y'all gotta understand something. Just imagine somebody saying that your uncle or your dad or your grandfather was out here eating pipe and then on top of that, people gotta go on YouTube and then they see their sibling who's passed away, who can't defend themselves with a thumbnail wearing a dress. This man was elected as a bestseller book. Everybody in the world seen what this man have accomplished with his books. Everybody seen how he wanted to push the revolution. Everybody seen his agenda. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people is looking at it like, what your crippin' look like, nigga, for you to be trying to stand on top of his crippin'? You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever hit the internet trying to discredit this man's crippin', what he accomplished. And I'm gonna be honest with you, homie, when I think about that shit, that ain't even nothing to glorify. And I'm gonna just keep it real because why? Because in order for to be a Crip, you got to be willing to commit genocide. I'm gonna say it again, homie. And I respect what Monster Kody accomplished, but you know, I'm getting older now, man. And I think all the OGs now, they realize, man, somewhere down the line, we done messed up. And we done perpetuated this idea that this is the way of life when we got so many brothers upstate in the pen that sitting up in there went in when they was 18, 19 years old. They never went to prom. They never got his driver's license. Hell, some of them never even had sex with a woman. You see what I'm saying? And behind our communities. But I definitely want to say this. He have accomplished way more than just being a Crip. So that's why I definitely say, damn, man, you know, right is right, wrong is wrong. And this don't have nothing to do with communities. This have to do with an individual who decided to take it upon himself to blast out some third-party information. Whether it's true or not, that wasn't your place. It's real G's out here that he didn't probably hurt. He probably didn't violate it. That have all the rights and action to come step on his name. But, you know, Spider Loc took it upon himself, man. So we go get to the reaction, man. Spider Loc get checked by OG Cutes from A-Trey Gangsta, man. This is serious, man. They saying Spider Loc crossed the line. I know he think this is going to fade away, but to me, I think this is, you know, I think this going to be some way a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, and sometimes people throw you to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? Some people, but I can say this, though, right? When Spider Loc sent his shot, he put a name on it. And this was the blowback from putting a name on sending them shots. Let's go.
All right, that's all. That's all we need. All right. What's up, Mac? Here, you let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready now. There's nobody up in here. It's just me and you. Let's go.
All right. What's up, Mac? Kids and Maniacs, brother Kev Mac. Merry Christmas, belated to everyone, and a Happy New Year. The reason I came on is because I wanted to talk to you, Spider Loc, about disrespecting the deceased and coming down to a level to where it's unbecoming of any G or anyone who ever participated in the street in any type of criminal activity, gang activity. We don't roll that way here in Los Angeles, you know, or San Diego, or wherever we go in California. It's unseasonable.
All right, so let me come in and just say this. This is why this is just from my perspective why I feel like a lot of G's is coming out, because we got to be mindful that, you know, Norvell, you know what I'm saying, is somebody who has a major influence on this internet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Spider Loc as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? They known him as a rapper, especially, you know, these kids and everybody who didn't come up in our community. But y'all got to understand something. They like shit. If we let Spider Loc just put this type of shit out there, these kids is running to this podcast game because they realize they can get a couple dollars. They don't got to get out here and sell no dope. And they could get out here and just start blasting they G homies from their communities. And this can spread like a wildfire. You see what I'm saying? Now, people got to realize what goes around, you know, comes around. And shit, last time I checked, man, ain't nobody got, you know, man, it's a lot of people that could get out here and say some shit about Spider Loc. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that could put his shit out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think a lot of G's is looking at this shit like what this dude did was just the ultimate disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Because a dead man, that was forbidden. You don't speak on a dead man. A dead man can't defend himself. You know, when it comes to this blacktop though, right? You got a right to face your accuser. You know what I'm saying? You got a right to a duo, man to man, head up, nigga. You don't jump out your body, nigga, and push an agenda like that as if like with aggression, as if like, and I dare somebody to say something to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, kid. Like, niggas will really put you on your pockets, bro. And you know, to be the age that he is, I think he put a bad taste in a lot of G niggas' mouths. Man, a lot of OGs are literally looking at that nigga like, nigga, you would never go in history books with disrespecting the G's on that. Now, if you get in an altercation or a disagreement about some that's small fries to a Big Mac. That's small fries to a Big Mac if you have a disagreement. But when you put out third party information. Look at how many nigga you got Damus, Keyways, Hoovers, all of these generational G's is coming out saying, nigga, look, at the end of the day, that wasn't your place. It's a place. It's a pecking order. This shit is really a pecking order, homie. And Spider Loc ain't nowhere near the top. I don't know who told that nigga he's really a somebody with his cripping, because nobody seen it. He's not going in the shit. He's not going in the history books for cripping. He going in the books for being a rapper. And that's why they call around like, who is this? Like, man, like they know his brother. You know what I'm saying? He's been living under his brother's umbrella for so long that people get that shit confused. Nah, nigga, that's not the nigga. The one is in prison doing life. You know what I'm saying? But it's just sad, man. But anyway, yeah, man, and it's crazy how we sitting back and I gotta advocate, you know, because a lot of my audience, you know, like I said, man, I give my audience what they ask for, what they look for. And you know, if the man ain't never said no boosie shit about me, right or wrong or endeavor, I'll probably still be defending that nigga on a professional level, but addressing the fact that this was even wrong. Even if we was cool, I would have still told that nigga you wrong, cuz you don't say no shit like that. You know, cause it's shit like that in everybody hood. Not to say what that is if it's accurate or not, but you got niggas like that in everybody hood. Every last one of them. You see what I'm saying? So for you to put shit out there like that, you know, and man, you better hope you ain't never said nothing to one of these niggas about some of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying? And then they put that shit out because they go with it, especially if it's true and it's an outside person. Yeah, they go get on your onion top. Let's go.
For someone your age to be carrying on this way because your feelings got hurt somewhere else. If someone hurt your feelings, said something negative about your homeboy, then you address that person. You don't have to drag other people's name in the mud that's not here to defend themselves. Because all you doing is hurting other people's feelings who have relationships with Brother Monster that you're talking about so, you know, negatively, badly, and putting that smut on them. And it's not cool and it's awful. And you think you had to go to that level to get some attention, then you got attention now. So you went to that level, now you're getting all the attention you wanted. Now, is it worth it? Is the attention that you're getting right now worth it? Or should
Hey, let me tell y'all something, nigga. Hey, that's coming from one of them G niggas from over there in the 80s, man. That's coming from one of them G niggas, homie. So, and this don't got nothing to do with East Coast at all. You see what I'm saying? This has handedly have everything to do with Spider Loc. Now, the A-Trade gangsters have been calling this man out for a fade. Not because if it's true or not, it was just the fact that the way you went about handling this shit, you see what I'm saying? We go see what he's standing on. You see what I'm saying? Because I happen to believe that man say he don't fight his ops or his enemies. He only fight his homies. Yeah, nigga, he turning shit down when it comes to nigga that want to catch that. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't nobody can stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's an op or an enemy, nigga get to put him on his pockets, wake him up, and make him piss on himself if they wanted to. Yeah, so we gonna see how far this shit go, man. I'm pretty sure this nigga gonna use his big words, and I do not wish to engage in any battle or any physical dispute, all that weird ass shit that nigga be on, man. But yeah, they want that fade, bro. They want that fade. You been bragging about fighting me, double up, and all that shit, not fighting the homies, nigga. It's some niggas out here want that fade, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I even got some calls, nigga. I'm like, shit, man, that nigga don't come around the community like that. He gotta call niggas. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what Norvell on. Let's see if he go get out there and run them fades behind his comments. You see what I'm saying? Because we know for sure that's not gonna happen. You put a big young nigga around his height and size and shit, like a healthy oxen shit. No. Yeah, nigga, go get the rapping. The GU nut. All right, cuz, let's get back to the content, though. Let go.
that you had to re-thought, you know, reassess what you were about to say before you said it. Because you said some crazy ass shit that didn't make no sense, you know, and to disrespect a brother like that and he ain't here no more to defend himself. Because on his worst day, he could have went head up with you on his worst day. You know, and if you didn't like him, then you could have addressed him when he was here. You could have said that when he was here, and then you guys could have arranged a pull-up.
Man, hey, chat, do y'all think Spider Loc would squabble with Monster Kody? Cuz, come on, bro. Let's be honest. Do you think Spider Loc would get out there and squabble with Monster Kody? He already bragging how he allegedly whooped me out and all this fake ass shit that he's saying, and he whooped double up. Man, if y'all knew the real story of who this nigga was, bro, y'all be like, oh man, Spider, just gonna have a seat, sir. You're done. You're done. I don't speak on him because I know what it is. You know, that nigga can speak on me all day long, man. That's that man's thoughts and opinions. But man, if y'all really knew who he is, and what he mean to our community, bro, it's all smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's several people that's been asking me, hey, bro, let me get up there, cuz. Let me blast cuz out. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that because I ain't gonna play the immature games this nigga do and all that type of shit. Because in our community, and I'm still not like just going in on him. I might be like, yeah, nigga, shut up, nigga. You said that weak ass shit about me, but I ain't gonna go in on him because I know the real story. If y'all knew what I knew about Spider Loc and who he is and what he come from and all that shit, y'all niggas be like, oh, that nigga been capping for years, bro. You feel me? All that I'm the most eastiest and all that, putting the blue rag on your mouth because you forgot you cut your mustache off. Yeah, man, let's get back to it though. But damn, man, the A-Trays is hot, bro. They hot. And it's a lot of niggas from A-Tray that got family from East Coast. When I say it's a lot of East Coasters that got family from A-Tray and they calling, he think he got this shit in a box, but it's niggas calling that he just don't have access to and he ain't heard yet. You know what I'm saying? Because his ears and his connections ain't everywhere. So, you know, he gonna see. He definitely will see. It's some niggas, man, that's out here like, nigga, they trying to see what's his status and what's his activation in the community and what have he done for the community and who is he actually, you know, ranking in next to the community. Like a lot of niggas want to know that shit. And he think it's school because, you know, you sitting in your black box and, you know, you could call one or two people and find out some shit. But trust me, it's some niggas that ain't calling everybody, bro. Let's go.
He was live right here in Oceanside. He would go to LA all the time. It wouldn't have been hard for you and him to meet up with each other if you had that, you know, disdain for him, you know, but he ain't here no more. So the only people who's going to come on and take up for him is his friends, his homeboys, and I'm one of them. You know, consider me one of them. I'm not going to get on here and talk ill about nobody that they passed away. I don't care what color rag they had on. If they ain't here no more, they off limits. If you a real G, then real G's perspective, they off limits. Their family members are still here. People who love them are still here. Yeah, we didn't get along with a lot of people. There's a lot of people out here that did a lot of bad things. But once they go away and they die, they off limits. You want to get...
I called Spider Loc to let him know it wasn't cool, but he went in on me, man. He stood his ground, and he believes Ant needs to apologize. And
well, that's between him and that brother, though. That's between him and that guy. You know, whatever level they got their relationship on right now. Whatever level they got their relationship on. I told him to
keep it amongst me and keep it one-on-one, but he feels Ant stepped out there first. And so, although I don't agree with it, he feels like he did the right thing. And
well, I'm gonna tell you, you didn't do the right thing because it's tit for tat.
Right.
Tit for tat. Right. Oh, he did this. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, he said this, then I'm gonna say that.
Right.
Man, Spider Loc is getting into. If y'all notice, Spider Loc then got into it with everybody. Every nigga that's on this internet, this nigga then got into it with everybody. He have single-handedly made himself an outcast. He has no more allies. He has nobody. Only thing he has is that little audience that he got, And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they only watching the nigga because everybody who watch his shit, they watch us. You see what I'm saying? Everybody this nigga have literally got into it with. He has no friends. He has nobody. He don't even have niggas in our community on his side. He literally has nobody. You know what I'm saying? So he spends a lot of time by his fucking self. I'm gonna be honest with you. That gotta be something, nigga. Hey, that gotta be a cold thing because you know you want to convince everybody that you just this Easty crippin', you just this big dog, and nigga, you out here, nigga, you got niggas that ride for you when you don't got nobody. He done fucked over everybody, right? You know what I'm saying? He has relationships with ex-cops, talking to ex-cops, trying to get niggas out of jail and all of this crazy shit that's under belt, not cool. You know what I'm saying? So looking at this shit, homie, all I can say is, hey, what goes around, come around, man. Spider Loc ain't had no bad moments on this motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, man, when it backfire, he's gonna be emotional because he flesh. That nigga go get emotional. He's gonna get hurt. He gonna think, why ain't nobody supporting me, girl? Yeah, nigga, look what you doing. Nigga, you get into it with everybody. Don't get me wrong now. I done got into it with a lot of these niggas on the internet because of this nigga. You see what I'm saying? I ain't even a nigga that get into it with niggas, right? But sitting back and watching this, I counted on my hands, man. This nigga have made a lot of enemies 2025. You know what I'm saying? A lot of enemies. And let me tell y'all up and coming YouTubers, bro, that's not the way to go. Now, you can have a disagreement, a dispute, and a motherfucker might not even fuck with your content. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? You got your side, I got my side. But when you creating ruckus and chaos on this magnitude, you know, I don't care how profound or your words is or your vocabulary and all that shit. Nobody care about that Martin Luther King, Dr. Malcolm X shit. Nobody care. Let me tell you something, nigga. You gotta be Malcolm before you come Martin anyway. So, you know, looking at this shit, homie, I think right now, if men are apologizing behind some shit that you can't take back without no consequences, it's pointless. It's pointless. So I'm not even going. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's pointless to apologize because if you're not gonna honor what that person want in term of your apology, then it's pointless. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be like, oh yeah, man, I should never say my bad. You're like, all right, cool, let's get down then. Nigga like, yeah, nah, I ain't finna do all that. Yeah, all right there. So it's kind of pointless to apologize, but I do think like this, man. As grown men going into 2026, you know what I'm saying? We got to do better. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to do better. I think a lot of us, we didn't all crashed out on this motherfucker. We didn't all judge each other for actions of a temporary situation as if we perfect. You know what I'm saying? And this is just a slide to the side. What he said was disrespectful, but as black men on the internet, OGs, ONs, you know, because y'all got to understand something. You got YNs, you got ONs, and you got OGs. You see what I'm saying? The YNs are watching the ONs, and OGs is watching the ONs, and the ONs is watching the OGs. And we all have had some type of dispute amongst our peers. You see what I'm saying? It's nothing to glorify. It's nothing to glorify the fact that we could get on this internet, on this platform, and we can disrespect each other's character and call each other radical names, but we can't seem to come together and talk about how can we come up on billions of dollars of like the Somalians did. Them dudes in Minnesota came up on millions of dollars. They all worked together single-handedly. Everybody ate. And I don't know if it's just me, but I got that type of passion in my heart to see every black man, every black woman that get on here that want to do something. We come together. We share information. We support each other's channel. We react to each other's channel. That what helps each other. Like with the niggas who make original content, the reactors come and react to their content. Everybody is building everybody's catalog up, bro. But it seems like everybody don't want to come together like prayer hands around here, man. And until we see that white light and it's time to go. Y'all got to understand something. We're not going to be here forever. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these OGs have passed on. They never got a chance to see what we can really be. You got to realize, man, this war on each other, This war on each other was 40-some years ago, 50-some years ago. This shit was like that when I got here. The hatred that we got for each other, it's funny how we could say something about each other and we automatically want to decide and play faith like somebody needs to be unalived. That shit is just retarded. It's stupid. We the only race that feel like we should just hurt each other behind some petty ass shit. But we can't seem to come together. We all struggling. We all struggling. Hell, the nigga Spider Loc is probably struggling more than a lot of people out here. Nobody care about that. Man, look, man, we got to stop, man. Despite what I'm saying about what this nigga is doing, this shit was wrong and disrespectful. But 2026, man, I'm not coming into a new year beef with any nigga. You know what I'm saying? Unless you come for me and you have a value, then you might get my energy. But ain't no broke nigga getting my energy at all, bro. And I highly suggest a lot of y'all content creators take my advice, bro. If you're knowing you're financially doing better than the next nigga, why are you giving that broke nigga your energy? You see what I'm saying? Because we know a lot of these niggas is faking it on here. Everybody bouncing around with their fucking opinions and shit, but don't got a fucking dollar in their pocket. We not doing that. Because we seen who really consistent with this motherfucker. We see how people carry themselves. You know, we watch their videos, their vlogs and shit. Some of these niggas is grown men acting like children. Grown, they're men child. They're men children. You see what I'm saying? Like, and you know, we got to be mindful of how we carry ourselves because this internet is a digital diary. So when we leave here, your kids and family members gonna see, oh, that nigga wasn't shit. Look what he talking about. That he spent his life talking about that shit. That's all he did on this internet. And people, and this shit is small. This shit is not as big as people is. Yeah, it's 400 people in here, but man, this niggas out here, they got 30,000 people watching them simultaneously at one time. Now that's how you do some shit. We ain't talking about nothing over here in this gangbang sector. All we talking about is who shot who did the most pen time, and then you see the niggas in prison saying, man, I'm in here doing 30 years. Man, I'm in here doing 50 years. Man, all that shit is bullshit, nigga. I should have been who I really wanted to be. And we not being who we want to be. We want to be what we want to be when we get locked up. You see what I'm saying? We didn't see a lot of G niggas do all that hard time coming home just to say, hey, nah, nigga, hey, I'm going to pull a plug, nigga, I'm done. Hey, OG, you done? Hell, motherfucking yeah. Nigga, I just walked down 30 years, nigga. It was nothing but man sausage in there. Oh, nigga, hell no. Niggas farting in the bed and shit. Niggas making motherfucking shrimp fried rice on the bed and shit. Nigga cooking on the bed. Nigga rotting fruit and turning it into pruno. And yeah, nigga, I'm done. Yeah, nigga mad when the OG say he done. Yeah, I'm retired, bro. Man, you got OGs retiring with no benefits. When they come home and they see this new generation of Crippin' and Bloods and they're like, man, this shit is disrespectful. You got this new generation, they accept something totally different from how it used to be. They not, niggas is walking down all that time to come home and see that, you know, these niggas is friends with niggas who done told and niggas who, you know what I'm saying, that nigga like chili on their hot dog. You know what I'm saying? All that crazy ass stuff, man. So yeah, the game has changed, bro. Let's go.
It comes a time when you step back and you assess it. You say, okay, what you said provoked me real, you know, seriously, but how am I going to address it? Or am I going to go straight? I'm going to go to that level. I'm going to be on that. If it's something that you don't like, why would you go to that level? You want to become that person?
I think in these instances, somebody has to be the bigger man. But I also believe that people need to draw lines. Like, you don't say stuff that's out of line. I try not to say stuff that's out of line. And that's why everybody like us and want to hear our opinions and hear us speak. And we don't get caught up in the drama, even if we speak on it.
Exactly. But people be wanting them views. They want the likes and whatnot. It's like when we were kids in elementary school. If you play the dozens with someone, if you want to fight them, then you go in on their mouth. That's all you got to do if you want to fight the dude. If the dude don't want to fight you and you get to play in the dozens, if you go in on his mama, the crowd is going to make him fight you.
Right.
He didn't come there to fight you. He didn't want to fight you. Right. But the crowd now is saying you gotta fight him. No, he just talked about your mama. You know, and so that's the level this is on. You don't gotta go to that level to talk about somebody's deceased family member. No one has to do that. No one has to go like that in on deceased people. And
all right, so let's read this one comment. So we got this dude right here. Who is this? Jermaine says, funny, nobody said he was lying. They just danced around what the truth was. So you got to answer yourself like this, right? Who was there that could verify it? The person who seen him and these allegations were there. They're not speaking up on it. So everybody is going off of what Spider Loc said. And I guess people, what it takes. See, that's why I say, man, you know, when somebody say something on the internet, if somebody don't go debunk it, y'all take it as it's true. We don't know that, homie. We don't know if it's true or not. But the niggas who actually seen that shit or been around that shit, they never came to the internet and said nothing. But a nigga who never was even around him blurted that shit out from some third-party information, and niggas is taking it as face value. So that's why I say it get tricky, Jermaine, man. So, you know, when it comes to shit like this, you know, somebody might could say you gay. Somebody might could say, you know, you're happy. You know what I'm saying? Not gay with a sexual person, but somebody said, because gay could mean happy. And nobody cleared it up, you know. You're like, damn, nigga saying a nigga like chili on his rectum or something? They're like, nah, you're happy, sir. And you like, well, shit, say that then, nigga. Clear that shit up. You wouldn't want nobody to say you gay, Jermaine. So, you know what I'm saying? And that person is saying, oh, Jermaine is a happy person. Yeah, nigga, and then somebody like, oh, what? That nigga like chili on his hot dog. Boy, I tell you what. So, yeah, you know, it's one of those situations where you don't want to put it out there like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? The way he put it out was just wrong. And it wasn't his place. Let's go.
And say bad things about him, whether if it's true or if it's false. Saying negative things about people ain't cool, man. It don't make no sense. That brother, he spent his last days out here, man, in Oceanside. And prior to that, he was locked up, incarcerated. You know, he was battling his demons.
And then remember, he told us he was spending time in New York trying to get that film together.
Yeah, so he was in his own struggle. And I don't know if you ever got high or you getting high now. Maybe you battling demons right now. Because a rational-minded person thinking with a rational intellect, they weigh things before they say them. And they don't get suckered in to say things because tit for tat. That's very elementary. You know, it's not becoming of anyone's good character. You know, when you stoop down to a level to where now you're doing something that you appall the most. Now you behaving that way. It's like you're a little kid and you see this dude, one of your mother's boyfriends, he's always got a foot in her ass. He's always beating up your mom. And you say, when I get big, I ain't never gonna hit a girl. I ain't never gonna do that. Now you big and you got foot up in your old lady's ass. You become the very thing you hate because you don't understand the dynamic of it and how you've been influenced by certain things, man. Take control of yourself. Take control of what comes out of your mouth.
Shout out to my Altadena Block Crips, man. Shout out to Casper. Let me read one comment. He says, Spider's 50 years old, Ant's in his 30s. How you that old and let a youngster take you through that?
I'm Jason Weinstock. We're
I don't know. Maybe it's because some people are emotionally retarded. You know, I read a book called IQ, you know, versus emotional intelligence. You know, it's where a person may have a high IQ academically, but for instance, case in point, it was this math, he math major. So dude, he didn't like, you know, the instructor of the course. So he got stressed out and killed his professor. Now he's in Donovan with us. you know, and we like, damn, this dude, you know, doing rocket science and crap, but he's emotionally retarded. They had him in building 1 for the EOPs and shit. And I'm like, damn, he had all that education.
Hold on, cuz. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. So this is what I say about people sending shots. I mean, I pick up what Q's writing down, cuz. So basically, Q's, you gonna have to put a name on it, cuz. Put a name on it, man. Cause despite what I think of that nigga, man, you know what I'm saying? I think it's time for niggas to start putting a name on it. You know what I'm saying? Spider Loc put a name on it. You basically calling that nigga emotionally retarded. Case in point, nigga. Shit, cause look like Q gonna go all the way around the circle and shit, nigga. You calling that nigga emotionally? He said, yeah, the professor, he did rocket science and shit, but the nigga, he was emotionally retarded. That's in reference. So for y'all that don't really, I don't know if y'all study comprehension skills in school, but all the ones who actually pick up what that nigga writing down, nigga, he calling you emotionally retarded and shit. Boy, them OGs, boy, them niggas, they sure know go around the corner and tell a story and make it look like they didn't say nothing, but yes, the fuck he did. Yeah, I heard that shit. Yeah, nigga, say it then, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I'm a soldier in this shit. These niggas small men. Yeah, say it then, nigga. Say it. Yeah, nigga, get it off your chest. Nigga, you sending shots, put a name on it. Anyway, let's go though. That's all right there, boy. That's a motherfucking right there. Go on, boy. I tell you, them OGs, nigga. Them niggas will disrespect you in professional manner. Professionally disrespect you.
But he didn't know how to deal with his emotions. So maybe you need to develop, you know, some emotional intelligence, you know, Spider Loc. Maybe you need to read some books, you know, on the way your brain operates. When someone, you know, says a trigger word and you just fly all off the handle because
oh shit. Now, Cutes, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You know, that nigga finna probably fire your shit up. You know, Spider Loc, man, he has to indulge in responding to everything that's said about him, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably where people see his weakness at. You see what I'm saying? Shit, I don't mind people nigga say some shit about me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I in fact, I won't even respond if I look at your videos, your pictures, and you're not doing better than me in life. Oh shit, nigga, you got that shit, nigga. Hell yeah, nigga. Hell yeah. Hell motherfucking yeah. You can have it. Yeah, hell yeah, you can have it. But I'm pretty sure, you know, he's about to fire Cute shit up. Hope Cutes don't have nothing on this jacket, brother, because if you got something on your jacket, Spider Loc finna pull that shit out. Cause yeah, nigga, he messy like that. Get him, girl. Spider Loc be doing that female shit. Get him, girl. Go on twerk for him, nigga. he finna, hey, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard how bad that nigga talk about me and all that crazy shit. I just don't care. But Cutes, I hope you prepared, nigga, because he's probably finna make content out your ass. Yeah, nigga, welcome to the party. Spider Loc don't let shit go like that. Hell nah, nigga. What? He's by himself? Get him, girl. Go on, Spidey. Yeah, go on. Yeah, man, shit. That female spider, boy, she throw a web out there. Yeah, nigga, Cute. He finna make some little oranges out your motherfucking ass, nigga. Call it Cutes. What's them little oranges? Cuties. Go on, Spidey. Hey, Spidey, twerk for him. That nigga, he probably jumping up. Yeah, I need this. And he probably twerking right now. That's woo, shit. Hey, great segment, though, boy. That Cutes didn't even cuss. He did not use no profanity. I am definitely taking a note out of that shit. 2026, I'm going to try my hardest not to cuss. You know what I'm saying? I'm only in my 40s, you know. I'm getting there though. You understand me? I'm not no YN. I'm an ON at this point. You know what I'm saying? And them OGs. See, I'm in the middle. You know, you got the YNs, you got the ONs, and you got the OGs. And boy, I'm sure I'm learning that. Boy, I'm like, damn, look how he disrespecting that nigga professionally. Not a single cuss word. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, you sending shots, put a name on it. You understand me? Well, he said, boy, shit. I don't know. Let me go back to that. Man, this is fucking, my morning is amazing. After I get off this shit, I'm going to the gym. Because I know you niggas better, if you eating all that meat and pastrami and shit, take your ass to the gym, bro. It shouldn't be no reason why niggas don't go hit that gym at least once a week, twice a week. Hit the gym, bro, because we're watching what they doing to the food. We watching, if you in California, those clouds that's coming in the air. I don't want to say certain things to trigger my channel off, but take it as a warning. Wear a face mask. You know, start being cautious if you're in large areas. This how I know I changed, nigga. I was in an elevator and I've never seen these type of people before, right? And the lady just coughed. And she did like this with her hand. She said, I said, oh my God. Hey, we don't do that here. We go like this. And I cover my whole face. And then she touched me and laughed. I'm sorry. This motherfucker, bro, this motherfucker touched me and shit. I don't know where she was from. She wasn't from America, but that cough was loud in the motherfucker, nigga. And I don't know how to fake it. If you cough in front of me, nigga, you go see a nigga looking at you like you stupid. That's me all day long, nigga. Cause nigga, hey, shit, nigga don't be motherfucking coughing and shit. I'm like, he got the shit. Hey, that nigga got the shit. Hold on, man. No. Nigga, I literally hold my breath in elevators now. I don't care who it is. It could be my auntie and my cousins in that motherfucker. If you didn't live in my household, nigga, because I got purifiers around this motherfucker. I'm breathing clean air. I'm nigga. Have a good day. Yeah, that's that new Nina boy. Yeah, nigga, I ain't trusting shit. I'm trying to live, nigga. I'm a survivor. Shit, let's get back to this content though. There you go.
Of it. And so you having a conversation with a guy that's much younger than you got the guy by 20 years. Where's the lesson in that?
Right.
You
hey,
know,
revolutionary guy. I don't know Lil Monster. I personally don't know him.
Yeah, but the bottom line, man, I'm talking to the brothers in California and anywhere else where this may fit in or it applies, man, start thinking before you speak. Start thinking things through before you speak. Just okay, so here it is. I got history on a lot of people, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I could come on here and talk about some shit that would amaze some people. I could also get on here and talk about some shit that would appall a many. But I have the choice to do that or not.
Right.
That's inside of my mind. What is my motive? That's the first thing I ask myself before I speak. If I go through a rehearsal or something, I ask myself at the end, what is my motive? Who's my audience? How do I want them to receive what I'm talking about? Right now, I'm just talking to you, Spider Loc, a person who came up in the streets just like me, a person who gangbanged just like me, who got homies 6 feet deep in Evergreen just like me, you know, and we got homeboys in the Compton Cemetery. We got more in common than in differences, but this is a difference. I'm not going to disrespect the dead, bro. I'm going to draw the line right there. You know, we all had these limits. When we came up in our thug, we set limits. We're not going to let someone do this, A, B, C, or D. And if they do A, B, C, or D, we're going to respond this way in kind. And what I mean by in kind, the things that we give ourselves permission to do when someone crosses a boundary. And there were some things we gave ourselves permission not to do. And that's not talk ill about the dead, man. You don't talk ill about the dead, bro.
Yeah.
That don't make you That don't make you look like a big man. That don't make you look tough. That don't make you look like, oh, you invincible. That just makes you look weak.
Well, I'm standing on the same ground as far as it's a whole lot of dirt out there on individuals that I've either heard or seen, but it's not my business to put that out. And you know, Monster, in particular, he had like a hierarchy in the Crips. His ally.
You know, shout out to Kev Mack, man. Shout out to Kev Mack. One thing I gotta say, I hope you didn't have no serious in-depth conversation with Spider Loc, because Spider Loc records every single phone call. If he's talking to you on the phone, he's recording a phone call. And I don't think he'll really put that shit out because he don't want to be seen as a police officer or untrustworthy. But if his life is in danger or something happened, just know he has recorded everybody, even homeboys. He record everybody. Everybody, if you talk on the phone with him, I promise you. And shit, you can even ask Munchie B, ask and Hefe. He would three-way call people. And he'd ask somebody to be quiet while he talks to the other person. He's one of those people want to show influence. And what he didn't realize is that if you doing that to this nigga, what make you think you ain't doing it to me? Spider Loc literally, I'm telling anybody who's watching this live, I know y'all think that, what you have with him is sacred and private. I can assure you, Spider Loc is recording every phone call. He's never been shy to say that, right? But when y'all find out, when you're talking to him, so just know if you're talking with him and he gets you to talk about somebody else, and he's going to blast that shit like, yeah, nigga, here go a voice. Like, I'm telling you, this nigga is the king of recording people phone calls. And which is so dangerous is about that is the police could anonymously get that audio call of somebody admitting to something and boom. You see what I'm saying? He's a dangerous person, bro. When I say he's dangerous, because you got to know, you got to watch what you say. Shit, I know for a fact he got damn near half of our homeboys on recorded calls. So, nigga, y'all be careful out here talking to Spider Loc, Kev Mack, because, nigga, that call was recorded. Let's go.
Loved and respected him, and his enemies also spoke to him and befriended him. Monster was an intelligent dude, like a lot of Crips are, but they're not on YouTube, and deserve a certain amount of respect from his adversaries and his enemies, man. His comrades, and he's from A-Tray Gangster, man. And I came from an era where we didn't get along with the gangsters. And Cutes, I got the utmost respect for that dude, as I do Black Dog from 111 and many other comrades that been through that system and held up that seat real high throughout their stay.
Are you seeing Spider Loc is a thing with you? Probably you had to see it if you're 50-something years old. You had to see Crip love. You had to see when Crips show respect to each other. They cared about each other. They would visit different sets. They would go over here and party over here and party over there. Luke James would come on the west side. We go on the east side. We go kick it with Raymond. Raymond would come on the west side and kick it with us. There was a thing once upon a time called Crip love. Now, most of these good Crips are deceased, from the different events that had transpired in their lives. They should have lived a lifetime, but certain behaviors cut people's, lifetime short, whether it's by, an adversary or backdoor from a friend or whatever, man. We didn't seen it all in this history. We've been on this earth long enough to have seen all that, to have been on both sides of all of that.
My husband used to ejaculate prematurely until this.
My hubby is ejaculating so fast, and when he gets so anxious about it, it's starting to feel like a chore.
That used to be me and my husband before.
All the knowledge you have, all the history that you have, all the things that you know, everything you know, man. You come on YouTube and you say, okay, I'm going to come on here today. So-and-so rubbed me the wrong way. I'm going to tell him that his mama used to come to me and buy those rocks. And sometimes she would be a little short. Oh, and we know what happened to people that's a little short, huh? Here dude is doing time. He's listening to it because he got a phone, a burner, and he's seeing you talk about his mama. And he was only maybe 10 at the time. But now here it is, you pushing 50, 60, 70, and you want to get some content going. So you want to just say, okay, let me talk about when I was Mr. Big and I had these rocks and I could control these people because they were suffering from the disease of addiction. You wasn't controlling nothing. If you a drug addict, the drug addict is not in control and the dealer's not in control. But the dealer does have more control over the drug addict. So you could abuse people any way you choose to abuse people. You could abuse women. You could abuse dudes. It's like when Eddie Murphy, Rick James said, he said, cocaine's a powerful drug. And out of everything he said in that whole interview, I got that. I got that because he could clown and he can have some fun when he's talking. But when he said that, I didn't miss that. I know it's a powerful drug.
Right.
And I didn't have a lot of, relations with people who, met their demise because of that drug, the behaviors that go with that drug.
Right.
So I'm just telling you, Spider Loc, a G to another G, man. Be bigger than what you acting, man. Act your age. Let your age line up.
Well, that was respectful. He called you a G, Spider Loc. So do not go on that man's head. Do not disrespect him. He didn't even call you out your name, bro. I just noticed everything that he said, he didn't even use profanity. So big up to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's go.
With your intellect. Act, people say, hey, man, you behaving like those kids, man. Behave like an adult. There's got to be an adult in the room.
At least a responsible adult.
Exactly.
But, to Monique Hill, Mrs. Jones, thanks. Big Keystone, what up? He said, what's up, Cutes?
Hey, Keystone, I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, damn, we should have brought Pretty Boy with us when we came to San Diego.
Yeah.
And Pretty Boy talked to me that night, and he said, man, I would have went. And I would have said, but,
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I'm just addressing another crip. The reason I can speak to you, bro, and the reason I think I'm entitled to speak to you is because you're a crip. And you probably say, well, why you ain't saying nothing there in Hefe? Why you ain't addressing his sin? Why you ain't talking about his wrong? Because you already addressed his wrong, apparently, because the beef is between you and that brother.
Yeah. So one more person, OG Steve. I want to shout out OG Steve and say thanks. And number one, what's up with you? I warned everybody about this when all the different neighborhoods started getting on Big U. When they seen dudes from our section getting on Big U, they all jumped on board and jumped on the bandwagon. I said, man, that's not cool to be speaking on other people's homies and other sets, because it's going, the next person going to respond accordingly, and it might not be the way you want to respond. So I was saying, man, niggas need to kind of stay in their business.
All right, so this is where I gotta definitely step up to that, right? Now, what he's saying, it has some validity to it, right? But understand, Big U is not no regular person. Big U is a alumni. He's a celebrity. So you got Asians, Caucasians, all these other ethnicities doing documentaries on Big U. So you can't pin that to the street niggas, man, because it was the news. See, my thing is this: if it hit the news, right, it hit the internet, fair game. Big U said that himself. If it hits the internet, then it's fair game. But this shit that what Spider Loc did, he brought that to the internet. This is not something the news and everybody, other TV stations put out. That's a big difference. When it comes to Big U, Big U, the news did all of that shit. Big U was on the internet. So, you know, and it's not me defending, because I have got on Big U situation, but it's the fact that all these Trap Lord Ross, all these major outlets, you look on all these platforms, you got people to this day still dropping that type of content. So you got to understand, like, when you in a content space, you fair game. Now, Monster Kody he's dead. He's not in the content space. So you attacking a dead man that's not doing this shit, that's when I see it makes sense. But, you know, Big U was on here telling the world how he was bullying people and extorting niggas for money. So when we react to the content that he got out, bro, it ain't nothing wrong with it, man. And that's just what it is. I'm not justifying, you know, the fact that if he wasn't on the internet doing that shit, then we would be wrong. But because he was on the internet going on major platforms saying that he was making niggas pay, this shit, nigga, how you get mad if we react to it? It got to be some type of fair game, bro. We can't pick and choose like that. Now, if somebody brought something to the internet and said this, that, and the third, he's dead, or that person information not out there, then the person who put the information out there, because we know that person don't do the internet, then we're wrong. Without a doubt. You see what I'm saying? Now I get it. Now OGs be want to make the rules and shit. We hear you. We hear you, Kid Mac. You know I got nothing but love for you. But would you prefer these Caucasian people and these essays to be making all these videos? You're not going to say nothing to them because you don't know them. So it's not even about, you know, speaking on other niggas' hoods. It's about what hits the internet. You know, the OGs got to make room for the ONs to have some say in this shit too. It can't just be no OGs just making the rules, bro. And the YNs got to make some of their rules too. I think everybody got to come collectively together and have their own perspective. Because when I look at this shit, you know how many times niggas, if I do some dumb shit on this motherfucking nigga, my name go ring bells all through this internet. And I just got to take it on the chin. Yeah, you got me, nigga. What's next? I'll be back tomorrow. That's how I get down. I'm not never go let a hard time humble me. I'm never, man, look, bro, I'm like this, man. If it hits the internet, whether it's true or not, there's allegations of me on this motherfucker that's definitely not true. I don't care. That's somebody else's content. That's their opinion. And that's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? You can lie on me all day long. Go ahead and lie, nigga. 9 out of 10, I'm just going to let that's that nigga opinion. What I got to do with that? You see what I'm saying? Obviously, you thought it worked. It didn't work. So, yeah, man, that just come with this game, bro. And the sooner we understand that shit, we can get it. We can't pick and choose on how we get to do shit. If it hits the internet, once again, if it hits the internet and they're having footage of you saying incriminating things, they got wiretaps of him doing all this. I mean, they got his paperwork online. You can't say niggas cannot react to something that's online. Because if we don't react to it, all the other races and everybody else is going to react to it. It just, I just don't want to see you. No, that ain't how the game works. But I respect what Kevin Mack saying. Shout out to Kevin Mack. But yeah, I gotta, nigga gotta slide to the left. Yeah, nah, nigga. Hell nah, nigga. Nigga ain't gonna tell me. Nigga, if it hit the internet, I can't react to it, bro. Because believe it or not, niggas will do the same thing to you. Let's go.
They want to tell stories or walk down memory lane. Keep it with somebody that you cool with. You know what I'm saying? But
a lot of people are going on these shows entertaining a dude. You guys are going on these platforms entertaining a dude, and when dude takes the little spoon away because he's crumb feeding you guys, right. He tries to dumb down and act like he don't know what's going on. Well, I don't understand that language. I would have to listen to this 3 or 4 times. But yet he's the puppet master. He's the one that incrementally, set this whole thing in motion. And now it's in motion. You know what happens to a snowball when it first starts to roll? It starts picking up momentum. the ball gets bigger. It's harder to stop the ball once it gets bigger.
Yeah.
We got to nip this shit in the bud.
Yeah.
You know, we got to nip it. We got to nip it in the bud.
I always tell people you got to be careful with your content. I mean, if you don't care, you just don't care. But if you're a respectable individual and you have any type of integrity about yourself, you'll try to keep it respectful, man, and adhere to the things the Cutes are saying.
All
right, y'all. So I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to Cutes. Shout out to Kev Mac, man. Kev Mac always my favorite, man. You know, I had some conversations with Kev Mac, and I definitely know how he feel about things. And he's definitely one of the dudes who've been on here whose integrity is very high. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I also feel like, you know, I definitely hear what he's saying. It makes perfect sense. But you know, when we're content creators, and if it's content out there of somebody saying some shit and everybody's reacting to it, you can't just pick and choose who can react to certain shit, man. But man, I like that nigga Kev Mac, man. Shout out to Kev Mac, man. OG Cutes, man. It's all love, man. I know me and you might not see eye to eye with some content I said, man, but it's all love. I'm going into 2026 on some new shit. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't holding back whatever disagreements or whatever I said to any nigga in 2025. We gonna leave it in 2025, man. That's what grown men do. We ain't harvesting feelings. We ain't holding hands and kicking cans. Nigga, we just go keep this shit for what it is. And I want to thank everybody for pulling up this morning to the Nina Boy Show. Like, hype, and subscribe. It's about 485 people. I hope y'all niggas really, you know, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. Because, you know, Nina Boy, motherfucking fool over here, Jack. And, yeah, y'all make sure y'all come back, man. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. All right, let's get it. Let's go.
Tell you once, don't tell you twice. I'm real discreet, the thief in the night. Yeah. If I call you,